Two-time champion Fernando Alonso will leave Formula One at the end of the season and potentially move to IndyCar in the United States. McLaren Racing confirmed Tuesday the Spaniard will not return to F1 next year for an 18th season, and Alonso said F1's leadership group tried to convince him to stay with the series. Spanish driver Fernando Alonso will not return to F1 next year for an 18th season, and Alonso said F1's leadership group tried to convince him to stay with the series. Jean-François Monnier, AFP, Getty Images. I made this decision some months ago and it was a firm one, Alonso said in a statement. Nevertheless, I would like to sincerely thank Chase Carey and Liberty Media for the efforts made to change my mind and everyone who has contacted me during this time. There's been lengthy speculation that McLaren will enter IndyCar with Alonso as one of its drivers. Alonso ran the Indianapolis 500 a year ago and was in position to win the race until his engine failed. He also ran the Rolex 24 at Daytona as a warm-up for the 24 Hours of Le Mans, in which Alonso was part of the winning team. Alonso has been pursuing the top motorsports events and has said he would like to return to Indianapolis and add a win in the greatest spectacle in racing to his resume. Article continued below. Let's see what the future brings. Alonso said in a statement, new exciting challenges are around the corner. I'm having one of the happiest times ever in my life, but I need to go on exploring new adventures. Alonso has 32 career F1 wins, 22 poles and 97 podiums. He won 2 world titles and was runner-up 3 times. Read more. IndyCar leader Scott Dixon signs extension with Ganassi. The bad news for Vettel is Hamilton gets stronger after F1 wreck Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel wins Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal is in his 5th season driving for McLaren and had hinted on social media he had an announcement coming Tuesday. He delivered with a farewell video to F1 and in it noted, "Today I have some other bigger challenges than you can offer me," as the camera showed Alonso standing in front of his Indy 500 helmet. Article continued below. McLaren has not been competitive the last 2 seasons and Alonso, currently 9th in the standings, had been debating his future in the series. He was not permitted to skip the Monaco Grand Prix to return to Indianapolis last May, but he was allowed to compete in the World Endurance Championship Super Season and enter Le Mans. A 2-time winner at Monaco and now a Le Mans winner, Alonso only needs to win the Indy 500 to complete Motorsport's unofficial Triple Crown. Zach Brown, CEO of McLaren, called Alonso the preeminent driver of his generation. There is a time for everyone to make a change and Fernando has decided the end of this season to be his, Brown said. We respect his decision, even if we believe he is in the finest form of his career. Our open dialogue with Fernando has meant we could plan for this eventuality. While evaluating his future during the past months, Fernando's competitiveness has been undimmed. He has continued to perform at the highest level throughout, as we know he will do in the remaining 9 races of this year's championship. Brown was a key player in Alonso's entry at Indianapolis, Daytona and Le Mans. He's supported Alonso's quest to enter other formulas and signed off on the driver skipping the Monaco Grand Prix in 2017 to instead race at Indianapolis. Brown is also behind McLaren's potential entry into IndyCar and the team is believed to have courted 4-time IndyCar Series champion Scott Dixon to be Alonso's teammate. Dixon on Monday announced a contract extension to remain with Chip Ganassi Racing, but acknowledged the presence of McLaren in his free agency talks made it a noisy process.